Alright, my cat didn't want to do the intro, so I will.
Okay.
Hi!
Hey there, Delilah.
This is Otaku Tuesday!
Yay!
Woo!
We're back.
Yeah.
And it's bad things o'clock.
Yeah. And it's hot out in real life.
Yeah, it's hot in here because we can't have any. The sacrifices we make for the 4 people who would be annoyed that if there was a fan on in the background.
Right. Barely audible.
Oh, no, instead we want to hear your cat jingle jangling.
He gets into mischief.
He's really good at that. No, he usually waits until I'm just about to fall asleep on your couch, and then he starts destroying the entire place. Okay, so we were...
Makina got shot.
Yeah, she went back to get the plant.
Yeah.
Because the super genius was like, put the plant back where it belongs, and that's why Jables is here.
Right.
She was going to do that, and then Makina went back for it.
And now we want to take her to the hospital.
Yeah, because she got shooted.
She did. She got shooted.
She got shooted.
She got pew-pewed.
So now we gotta decide, because she's bleeding out, but we got Jables here to flirt with first.
Right.
Make weird sexual remarks, too.
We tend to do that.
Yeah.
The teacher, too.
Let's get to it.
Okay. Oh, that's me.
That is you.
Not happening. I don't even know if I read this. I think we're close to the end, too.
Seems that way.
I won't give Makina to you. I am taking her to the hospital.
That's not it. Oh, yeah, it's a little loud. That's not an option. She won't last that long. Put her down now.
Okay.
Yuuji!
Yeah. All right.
No need to yell.
All right.
You'll stop the bleeding, right? I'm going to give her epi-anesthetic injections to her arm, leg, and the wounded area. Take off her right boot and sock. A hat.
Fine, but that's my favorite one.
Now give a big old sniff to them grippers.
It's the striped one.
Ooh. Oh, right, she does wear mismatched socks. You may feel a little sick to your stomach, Makina, but don't vomit, alright?
Jib, what are you doing here? What are you doing here?
I came to return the potted plant.
The potted plant?
The potted plant!
The plant that's in the pot?
No.
Oh.
You two are on the run, but you still carry this thing around with you. That means it must have been pretty important, yes?
Yeah, that's right. Makina came here to get that tree back.
The fruit of the world tree, or whatever the hell this chapter's
she's the
called.
Crux of this entire game.
What? Yeah.
It's a Grisaia tree.
What the fuck is a Grisaia? What sort of a tree is more important than your life? How childish.
You don't have anything that matters more to you than your life, Jib?
My assistant.
That tree's precious to Makina, and Makina's precious to me, so by transitive property, tree is important to me.
Math!
But we failed, Makina and I both.
Mostly Makina, though. It's alright. So long as you're alive, you can try again as many times as you like.
I was killing it, actually.
You and Makina both.
Makina. No.
I'm dead.
I don't believe in God.
That's cool. We're not really talking about that?
I prayed to him constantly as a kid and never got a thing to show for it.
Never even got to turn into a girl.
But right now, there's nothing else I can do. There's nothing I can do but hold her hand tightly and pray to that rotten bastard.
Maybe don't start with that.
Yeah.
Hey, asshole!
Please, I don't care what happens to me anymore. Just save this girl. I'm begging you.
I told you, the mischief has begun over there.
Mm-hmm. Papa. I watched the tears stream down Papa's face. I watched him squeeze my hand between his, as if to pray, and I felt my chest to grow warm.
Oh, it's just the blood spreading.
Oh, this is family. With that thought, something like contentment filled my heart. What is going on? What is Cat doing in there? Cat.
What is he doing? Hey, God. Cat break. Cat break over.
Back to the serious mood. Years ago, I was kicked.
Time to get serious.
My boobies. My father was murdered before my eyes, and I spent days locked up with his corpse. After my rescue, I awoke in a hospital bed. My mother and grandmother were in the room with me. And I'd come back alive, against all odds, and when they looked at me, they couldn't hide the disgust in their eyes.
Ugh, your socks don't match.
Ew. Why are you still breathing? Neither of them spoke, but the words were written on their faces. 'Cause I wrote it on there in Sharpie.
What a silly break.
Got him. Should my kidnapping and safe return become public knowledge, the world would learn that they'd abandoned me and used my sister as a body double. Grandpa had slowly built up our political influence. Grandmother had fought tooth and nail to protect our silent dominance of the financial world. Both would crumble in an instant under the weight of such a scandal. To the Irisu clan, I was an ugly piece of dirt that had to be swept under the rug. Even a child could see these grown-up circumstances reflected in their warped expressions. That's why I just didn't give a shit and watched Tuna Fish Man.
I mean, kind of. That is, she refused to grow up.
But even so, no matter what, the woman in front of me was still my mother. And I had to tell her that Papa died protecting me.
Did he? You both were just kind of tied up.
I mean, he was trying to.
Oh, wait, no, you're right. He did show up to try to save her.
He just didn't have nearly enough
he's
money.
just a fuck up.
My arm felt heavy as lead, but I reached out to her. My throat was dry as sandpaper, but I spoke to her. Mommy. My voice rasped out hoarsely. My arm wavered weakly, as thin as that of a corpse, and my mother flinched away. Eek, my mother said.
Yeah, I don't know. Who was the voice? Was the mom? I don't remember.
Have we actually done her real mom?
Yeah, because that was who...
Oh, yeah,
that
duh.
was the boss lady.
I think you
Did I just do like
and you just did a higher-pitched Makina. I don't remember.
Tried to do a Makina but couldn't? Okay,
Because I did
that's
her
fine.
dad, and it was, like, droopy.
Yeah. Okay.
She couldn't stifle her shriek entirely, and she looked at me as though I were the monsters. But there were doctors and nurses nearby. She couldn't just ignore the outstretched hand in front of an audience. And so my clean freak mother covered her hand in a handkerchief and took mine. That's my handkerchief. And as though she were touching a piece of garbage. Was this really the hand of the woman who gave birth to me? It was so cold to the touch. Yeah, in comparison to that, Papa's hand feels so very, very warm.
I'm losing a lot of blood here,
Oh, that's the blood again. And I can't manage much of a grip right now, but I squeeze back as best as I can. Papa. Yeah, I'm right here, Makina. And I'm here too.
She still seems a little out of it, but the epinephrine's slowing the blood loss. We can safely move her now. The road should be empty at this hour. My car will be faster than an ambulance. Get the girl inside. I'll call and have them find us an who can take her.
Thanks, I'll leave the rest to you, Jib.
You're coming too. You can't mean to abandon her and run off by yourself.
Why not? I've done it with like all the other girls.
Right?
Once she's in the doctor's hands, there's nothing more I can do. Remember, like, he dropped Sachi off and just left?
Yeah, he just goes away all the time. He doesn't give a shit.
And your car's only a 2-seater anyway, Jib.
Yeah, what, am I gonna sit in your lap and, like, feel your thighs on my butt?
You're going to hold her. She's like 10 pounds.
What? Hold on! Yuuji! Yuuji! Oh, fine, leave me with the thing. I'll just fucking leave her here then.
Meowth, that's right. Even if I were to follow, there's no longer anything I can do for her. In that case, guess I'll just have to focus on the things only I can do. Jib.
Eat beans.
Beans. 2 weeks later.
Man, that was a crazy couple of days I had. Good thing it's over.
And then it's just normal, and Makina's like right next to him.
Yeah.
And just completely skip all that. I don't remember her.
We don't remember anything ever.
No. Here's your coffee, Chief. This is my voice now.
Sure, whatever.
Thank you, Tiara.
I got a nice ass. That's all. Is it just me, or is your skin getting awfully rough lately? There has to be stress, you know.
Yes, I'm aware. But there's not much I can do about it at the moment. Now, is there?
The last 2 weeks have been pretty hectic, after all.
Well, why don't you talk about them to me in crazy detail, just in case anybody's watching? Any new information concerning the whereabouts of Kazumi Yuuji?
Nope, nothing you haven't heard already. As always, he seems to be lying low in the city, moving from place to place.
What I don't understand is they hired them to. I guess they wanted to capture her alive, didn't they?
Yeah.
But the family wants
I don't
her
know.
dead anyway. So why
There's
bother?
so much going on.
Like she's
I
in the
lost.
hospital, just go kill her.
The last conclusive sighting was around 4 in the afternoon, 4 days ago. The underground shopping center in Shinjuku Station.
You could buy stuff for your dates and stuff and Persona there.
We managed to keep a tail on him for 20 minutes before he disappeared into thin air. When the man's alone, it really is like chasing a ghost.
But that's because he's been dead for the whole time. That's how he was trained, after all.
I'm actually a ghost, that's why I'm all white. But even if it is partial, we have Sakura Damon's cooperation now. Whoever they are, I don't even fucking know. I'm not paying attention. There are, 600 investigators throughout Tokyo keeping an eye out for him? Why can't we catch him?
Because we're taking things very cautiously. So long as we don't pick a fight with him, he won't be retaliating against us.
It's like some traumatized Vietnam vet holding up in the mountains or something. Shall we try chasing him into a sheriff's office and talking him down through a bullhorn?
Ha 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 ha. But who's gonna draw first blood?
The brass doesn't plan on talking. In the end, he's just a high-pitched piece of disposable goods. Even if he isn't obsolete yet, broken equipment gets dismantled and tossed in the garbage.
Number 9029.
Why don't we just say his name?
2-year field term expired, but he enlisted for a 4-year term as a non-commissioned acting officer after the dissolution of his unit. So, he still owed us another 1.5 years, yes?
Yeah, I know all this information. Why are you saying it to me? There are who knows how many thousands of agent candidates in our files. Our executives view anyone as replaceable, so as long as they have another piece of paper to shuffle into the vacancy. They're quite convinced that agents have no more value than a single sheet of paper. They don't think twice about crumpling one up and throwing him away.
What a waste. After all that effort we invested in raising him, and don't they say a true veteran is worth a dozen fresh faces?
Even the best trained war dog either dies or goes mad in the end. And if we hadn't taken this one in, he probably would have gone mad years ago. Easier to resign yourself if you look at it that way, right?
Are you really alright with this, Chief? Is this logic really good enough for you?
I'm just trying to end this conversation as easily as possible. Of course not, but the fact of the matter is, I can't do a thing. No matter how much love a soldier offers their country, the country never loves its soldiers.
That's a sad way of looking at it. Come to think of it, what's going on with the Makina situation?
Well, she did.
Oh,
For the moment, she's still officially in our custody. The assassination order remains indefinitely suspended. We almost accidentally killed her, so they don't want us to kill her anymore. You are aware she was transferred by ambulance 2 days ago to the hospital in Taito Ward
I thought she was in your car.
to Matsusawa Psychiatric and Setagaya, yes?
That's a lot of big words. And one game company.
She probably didn't tell him she took her, because
Yeah.
Once you go in that place, rumor has it you never come out again.
unless you're Jack Nicholson.
That hasn't been true since before the war.
Okay, so we moved her to a different hospital, but is she still sleeping constantly?
Yes, more or less. It seems she's been waking up every once in a while, but the girl spends a vast majority of every day asleep or semi-conscious.
Me for real.
It seems that her mother's paying her first visit today, so I suppose I'll be heading over there as a representative. I'm curious how they intend to deal with her as well. Probably a knife.
It's been 2 weeks since the girl was hospitalized, right? Her
Dropped your
mother
arms to the side and said you're sorry.
sure took her time.
5 days since I laughed at you
Would you
and
like some
said
chickadee China, the Chinese chicken?
you just did what I thought you were gonna do. Well, that's how Little Makina means to the Irisu now, I suppose. It's certainly far from a pleasant story any way you look at it. Yes, far, far from a pleasant story.
Who that?
It's your mother.
Oh God, I don't remember.
Duh.
Makina, wake up! It's your mother, Makina.
My mommy's name isn't Makina. That's my name.
I forgot to put pause. Harry Daratan, is that girl really alive?
Yes, she received appropriate first aid treatment at the scene, and the surgery afterward was a success as well.
But she was shot with a pistol, yes?
2 bullets struck her in the lower flank. Lower flank. But fortunately, there was no damage to her internal organs.
Her flank no longer be flanking now.
In that case, why isn't she waking up? I don't know why I'm doing that voice now.
According to the doctor's diagnosis, there's likely a psychosomatic element to her condition. Accordingly, we had her transferred to this hospital.
I suppose that means she will open her eyes eventually, yes?
That's correct. Although it's irregular, the monitors have apparently recorded several occasions in which she woke up in the middle of the night. Long-term treatment will likely be necessary, but they believe she will recover.
God, I can't. Switching back and forth is hurting my brain.
Yay!
I can't even do that now.
Yay! Good lord, again?
Good lord, again? It's the same as when her father died. How many years was he spent lying around in a hospital bed this time? It's kind of got a little bit of Cartman to it.
Well, nothing in particularly complaining, ma'am. I suppose it saved us some hassle.
What's wrong with your voice?
There's no need to be concerned. We'll be covering the hospital fees and any other relevant expenses.
No, that's not what I...
Should Makina stay asleep like this for another 3 years, she will be completely divested of her rights of inheritance. It might be the best thing for her, really. But come to think of it,
I suppose that scenario poses us a bit of a problem in its own right. Problem?
At present, Makina's sister Sarina is serving as the head of the Irasu as a proxy for the legal heir, but she got exploded.
But as I'm sure you're aware,
Sarina was gravely wounded in a brutal attack orchestrated by a malicious faction within the main family. It was quite a shock to us all, I assure you, particularly to my own mother. I have to admit I found it satisfying to see a tearlessly hearted old woman finally wither before my eyes, but as a mother myself, it's somewhat troublesome to have both my daughters out of order.
I'd imagine.
I suppose either of the two recovering would be adequate. This is my penance for just all the amount that you just had to talk to
That's
yourself.
true, yeah.
It's just throwing it all at me at the end. I suppose either of the two recovering would be adequate, but to be honest, I don't have particularly high hopes for Makina at this point. Makina's body wasn't, you did say her internal organs were undamaged, didn't you?
You can't be suggesting...
As I said, Sarina is gravely injured and her condition has deteriorated. She's in urgent need of an organ donor. Given the circumstances, perhaps we could have Makina lend her a few. Please. Fuck.
Please stop. Makina-san is in a stupor, but her ears are perfectly functional. Speaking carelessly could have serious...
Oh, is that so? Makina, can you hear me? That would make this easier. Tell me, Makina, would you be willing to donate your organs to save Sarina's life?
Lay there if yes. No.
You can hear me, can't you? Makina? Get up this instant. I am your mother. No response. It's like talking to a corpse. Ugh.
Teenagers,
So rude.
am I right?
When both of your daughters are all but dead, I think it's only logical to sacrifice one to save the other, where possible. But tell me, Haridera-san, do you have any thoughts on the matter?
I'm not qualified to make such a judgment. I must decline to answer.
And I don't think the hospital will let you do that.
Yeah, no.
Oh,
wait.
I think that's Makina.
Yeah, that is mine.
Oh, I get it. So that's why she kept me alive. Huh. Sounds like I'm just gonna end up being killed anyway. After my death, they'll take out my organs and transfer them into Sarina and help her get better. But then she'll be like 60% me, so she's majority Makina. Maybe this is how it should be. Instead of just dying to protect a bunch of selfish grown-ups, if I die saving someone else's life, I bet I'll be able to go up to heaven where Papa's waiting. That way I can see him again and apologize.
Gonna have a lot in common with Chiru.
And I'll tell him, I'm sorry I couldn't do anything but watch. And I'll tell him, thank you. And I'll tell him that because he sacrificed himself to save me, I was able to meet my current Papa, Kazumi Yuuji.
What? I sacrificed myself and you fucking replaced me? What the fuck?
It was really fun.
Well,
No.
rub it in, why don't you?
I'll tell him all about how much fun it was.
Leave out some of the details, maybe.
Say, what if I was to stop this machine right now? Would the girl die, perhaps?
Please stop! Even if you are her mother, that's a crime. I've lost it again.
How are you doing that? You're lying there and with your eyes closed. Call the doctor in here. Hey, Mom. Tell me something. Do you have any friends? Real friends? The kind that can't be bought with money? How many friends worth bragging about do you have in your life?
Ones that will be there for you when the rain starts to pour.
You know what? I made lots of friends at Mihama Academy. Friends who made every day fun. And I'll have to tell Papa about that too. Since apparently my mama's gonna kill me and all.
Incidentally, what about that boy who was running around with her? What was his name again?
How are his organs?
You mean Kazuma Yuuji?
Yes, that's it, Cosme Yuuji-kun. Have you captured him yet?
No, but we're making every effort to find him.
What a troublesome boy. He was your pet dog, wasn't he?
Yes.
He has a fairly attractive face, and he certainly knows how to introduce himself. So I didn't particularly dislike him on a personal level. What that dick do? But I'm afraid those eyes are another matter entirely. They're the eyes of a murderer. He's clearly quite the rebellious sort, despite his utter powerlessness. Well, such is the nature of youth, I suppose, but nonetheless. I'm afraid that reckless youth may mean the boy's capable of anything. It's something unsettling to have him scurrying around.
Yes.
Catch your dog, then have him put down, or thrown into a fish factory on some isolated island. Whatever it is you people do.
You people.
We'll bring all our resources to bear.
I would appreciate that.
Of course.
This bitch crazy. Yuuji,
Someone said that.
where are you and what are you doing?
Probably
Oh.
Jables.
Yeah.
Who knows? Everyone's voice changes per line.
Yuuji?
That's probably...
As the sky grows red and frail lines of cloud creep to the east, I catch the scent of curry on the breeze. Must be coming from some house in the neighborhood. It's a mellow, calming smell, lulls your mind to sleep.
It's like when you walk into an apartment and everyone's cooking different things. You're like, whoa, what are they cooking? That and crap.
When pressed to name a favorite food, I answer curry, almost by default, but it's really beans.
Of course it is.
I don't remember exactly when I came to like it.
Curry is just beans.
Might just have been that stuff reliably edible, no matter where it's coming from. But I think there was probably more to it than that. I think something about the warm, simple domesticity of curry powerfully appealed to me. I walk away quickly, escaping the peaceful scent leaking out of some family's kitchen. By the time it's faded completely, I've found a small park suitable for a brief rest. There's a single light van parked on the road just outside the park. Looks like a commercial vehicle. It says free candy on the side.
Oh, sick.
Score. As I enter the park, I casually glance at the logo on the door and the license plate in the back, but it doesn't seem to be one of our unmarked vehicles.
I haven't been back there in a long time. There's no way they could have gotten a new vehicle.
Peeking briefly in the side window, I find the driver lying back with his seat down, a popular weekly magazine folded over his face. There are a number of large cardboard boxes in the luggage space behind the man. Inside one, with an open lid, I can make out a number of new-looking deep blue work uniforms. Probably just a slightly sleep-deprived employee of a normal company. Must have stopped to take a quick nap and ended up sleeping right through to evening. Nothing to worry about, I guess. My hand, still clenched in my pocket, isn't oozing cold sweat. And I've got a pretty sensitive nose for danger. And curry. Back when I was a rookie, it was so pronounced that I'd flinch in fear at the shaking of tree branches in the wind. My pulse raced every time someone walked toward me. I was half convinced they'd shoot me dead as soon as we passed each other. But in time, my nose adjusted to the field, to that ever-present prickling tension in the air, and my sense of smell grew more precise. I stroll into the park, taking in my surroundings by pretending to look for someone, then drop myself heavily down onto a wooden bench. It's already 6:45 by the watch on my left wrist, but it's 7:13 on my watch on my right wrist. This would be the
There
first
were
time
2 watches, because it's always time for diddling.
I've gotten off my feet in around 9 hours. As you might expect, I'm slightly fatigued. It's not going to be long before it gets dark out, and my head starts throbbing again. I have to find myself someplace to lay low before night falls. These last few days, I've just been catnapping in a late-night movie theater and soaking in saunas for a few hours. Can't say I remember eating any solid meals either. Come to think of it, the last time I ate was probably at that beef bowl place yesterday. A full 24 hours ago by now. I'm still managing to change my underwear every once in a while, but the suit I bought soon after we hit the road is getting pretty shabby looking by now. Not that I have enough money to buy a new outfit at this point. I did consider leaving Tokyo and slipping myself into some group of foreign laborers to earn a little pocket money, but I can't leave Makina.
You already did.
But I left her.
Yeah.
I'm aware the girl was carried by Jables to a different hospital recently.
No, I guess, I guess
okay.
they did transfer to a different...
The security there has proven just as sloppy. Fortunately, I've snuck into Makina's room numerous times in the night, spoken to her as she lies sleeping in her bed. Okay, so he is keeping an eye on her.
Yeah, and I wrote shit on her forehead.
No organs for sale. I was worried about her condition, of course, but the real reason I keep risking capture to see Makina is a much more selfish one. I just miss her so darn bad. When the girl was taken from me and I found myself alone, I did calm down a little. I looked back and realized that I'd let momentum carry me into the pretty stupid stunt. But the overwhelming absence at my side where Makina used to be only gets more unbearable by the hour. One by one, the dormant scars of my heart are opening with the groan of tearing flesh.
Sounds like a lyric from a Papa Roach song.
Mm-hmm. From many jagged mouths, my vicious, cowardly, warped, spiteful other self begins to speak. You've gone mad, Kazumi Yuuji. For a woman you've only known for months, You abandoned the organization that you took in, the commander who treated you like family. Rank ingratitude. Tell me, who exactly do you expect to look after you now? Now that you've proven yourself lower than trash. Nobody's going to protect you anymore. Why would they bother? You're a piece of equipment. You break things, you inflict pain, you kill people. That's all there is to you. Don't delude yourself otherwise.
It's just Kermit in a hood meme.
Yeah. You're a weakling. Think about it. You've always been hiding behind the protection of others, haven't you? Running from one protector to the next, watching them die. How many have you gone through by now? Shut up. You're poop. Someone has to be sacrificed to keep a weakling like you alive. Someone has to be killed. Someone has to die in your place. That's not true. I struggled forward. I'm not like I used to be. I've grown. That's delusion.
Whatever. I put marks on the door frame.
Act out the person you want to become. Someday what you are inside will catch up to what you pretend to be. Asiko's words, but surely you don't still believe them. That was the white lie of a kind adult, designed to manipulate you out of your shell. Shut up. The hell does it matter? Even lies become real if you believe in them long enough. If you act strong, someday you'll become strong. This is exactly why you're still a child. Shut up! Nuh-uh, you're a poo-poo head. Because you're a child, you act without considering the consequences. Adults do that too.
Yeah, nobody knows what the fuck they're doing.
So here we are. You puffed out your chest and declared you'd protect Makina. You betrayed the company that's been looking after you for many years. You pushed your luck. And now everything's gone to hell. What happens next?
I'm gonna get some curry. Good idea.
Sounds good. Let's go.
Ooh, curry.
I'll do whatever I have to. What will be, will be. There is no way that I know how this will end. Irresponsible as always. You're really content to resign yourself to fate? Well, what do you want me to do? Kill? Just kill every last person who gets in your way. Kill that guy over there in the van.
Yeah. I want his magazine.
Tell me, what's your top priority? Right now, curry. To protect Makina. To keep the woman I love safe. And what's getting in the way? You already have the answer, don't you? There's no reason to sit around thinking. Act. I don't have the means. Flimsy excuse. means aren't relevant to murder. Princes die the same as peasants. And a man who isn't planning on coming back alive can kill just about anyone. As long as he doesn't plan on coming back alive. But didn't you say it yourself? If you're coming to take someone's life, go in prepared to lose your own instead. If you want someone dead, don't start thinking about saving your own skin. When you need to kill, be ready to die. Exactly right. What's your life worth to you anyway? Pointless, ugly little thing they handed to you on a scrap of paper. Surely you're not that attached to it. Yeah. Guess that works.
Let's get that magazine.
I can hear the cracks in my heart widening into fissures, and the creaking of a door opening in darkness.
Oh God.
Hello, are you alright?
Sorry. What?
What's the matter, sir?
What do you mean?
Well, it's a little late to be spacing out in a park like this, you know. I thought you might be feeling under the weather.
Type shit. Must have been more than a little out of it. For a moment, I can't even process the person standing in front of me. I hurriedly snap myself awake and focus. The man's a uniformed cop, probably in his 40s. Silver badge, 2 stripes, probably the local head patrol officer.
I do like the patrol heads.
Warning bells ringing in my head. I instantly plaster a smile onto my face, conditioned reflex I've been working on for many years now. I wasn't talking to myself. Haha, anyways, looks like I nodded off. Okay, see that over there?
Huh?
Good.
Choose it once! I point out the van sitting silently by the entrance to the park. I was taking a business trip to Nagano with a coworker from my company, but the old man said he was tired from all the driving, so we took a little break. So I thought I'd do a little swingy swing and slidey slide. You wouldn't believe the way he snores. Just slipped out to take a rest. Here, that's all.
Oh, I see.
Although he gives every sign of being convinced by my explanation, the man's a veteran who spent many years on the neighborhood beat. Probably had a reason for striking up this friendly little chat. I'm willing to bet he sensed something a little off about me. Caught a whiff of bloodlust in the air and curry. And the fact that our uniforms probably don't match.
Yeah, and the fact that you're wearing a tattered suit.
Right. And talking to yourself.
Yeah.
His occupation's pretty different from mine, but like I said, a sense of smell honed in the field isn't to be underestimated.
So what's your line of work?
We manufacture work clothes and uniforms. Lately, there's been a real flood of cheap crap from overseas, so a little company like us has just to run around constantly just to keep our heads above water.
Oh, sounds pretty rough, and just detailed enough to be convincing.
Great! It's working. Even as he's offering me a convincingly friendly smile, the patrol officer takes out his pot.
420.
A modified PETA for looking up vehicles and criminal records, and keys in the license plate number. Well, shit, this guy's a criminal. Well, fuck.
God damn it.
After looking at the screen for a few moments, he nods with a non-committal, Would have been better if it was a Herm. Rubs his chin thoughtfully and stows the little terminal back in his leather case.
Sorry to interrupt your nap, but the road in front of the park is actually a no-stopping, no-standing area. Would you mind moving?
Ah, yes. Sorry about that. I'll wake up the old man right away.
Be careful not to fall asleep at the wheel, alright?
Yes, sorry for the bother.
Okay then, good luck with your job.
Yeah, I'll do my best. No matter how hard I try, this is the only way I can get anything done, but I'll do my best. Thinking isn't going to fix my problems. Standing still isn't going to set the wheels in motion. Even now, precious seconds are flowing uselessly down the drain. Good thing I wasted like 2 weeks. I push myself up off the bench and walk toward the small van just outside the park. I'm going to steal it.
Or kill that guy.
The patrol officer is watching me from behind. Seems he intends to wait until I get into the vehicle and leave. It reminds me of, have you seen that video of this guy that gets, like, pulled over by a cop or whatever? I can't remember. Anyway, he talks to this lady. He's like, this is my wife over here. And, like, he follows them around. It's not his wife. He's just, like, pretend to be my wife.
Yeah.
And he follows them around for, like, 50 years until the wife is dead, or
Yeah. They have to pretend to
and
be
then
married
the
whole
cop
time.
finally walks up and like pats him on the shoulder and walks off. I suppress the urge to mutter a few choice words under my breath. Suppose this is almost convenient. In a way, approaching the van, I rap lightly on the side window with my knuckles.
Can I get a ride?
The driver must have been in a pretty deep sleep. He jerks up in surprise at the sound, setting the magazine on his face flying, and looks around in bleary-eyed confusion. All right, I'm going to need you to not say who the hell are you.
Let me in the car and just drive away with me, and I will suck your dick.
Score!
I knew this magazine would work.
After finally noticing me crouched outside his door, he reluctantly lowers the window. My apologies, sir, but I need a word. My identification. I quickly hold out a folded piece of leather about the size of a pass case with a gold badge embedded on its surface. After a moment, I let it fall open and show the man its contents. Inside is an combination identification and electric pass card describing me as a member of the Special Governmental Organization Central Intelligence Division, attached to the second research section.
The Go Sid Sirs.
Go, Sitzers! I don't usually carry the thing around, but it does sometimes prove useful as a stopgap measure when I run into issues with Sakura Damen. So I dug it out of the depths of my backpack a few days ago.
You need something?
The man in the driver's seat rubs his eyes for a moment, then carefully compares the photograph on the card with my face. Perfectly natural reaction when you're knocked out of a pleasant nap by some random guy in street clothes with some bizarre id you've never seen before. Probably doesn't help that I look about 20 years too young to be working for a government agency of any kind. There's more than a little suspicion in his eyes. I'm currently investigating an automobile bombing incident that occurred in Mishima Cape recently. And the foreign terrorist group thought to be responsible for that crime has just called in a new threat. We have reason to believe that they've planted explosives on a vehicle in this neighborhood. Quietly, sir. Please keep your voice down.
Wait, but I've been inside the van the whole time. You know, I don't remember anyone placing.
But you were sleeping.
All right.
Modern bombs are extremely efficient and often quite small. Many can be installed in less than 10 minutes. In any case, we need to move this van. Can you please open the passenger side door?
What? Move it? You want me to drive?
You can't get out here. The explosives could be set to go off when the suspension extends. For now, we need to get away from this area.
It's like speed.
But what if they set it up to go off if the passenger side door opens?
Or if you drive over 50 miles per hour and then go under 50 miles an hour.
With those words, I turn and wave a hand at the patrol officer watching us from the park, who responds with an earnest salute. As the driver starts in surprise at the presence of the uniformed policeman, I glance down at my watch and whisper, "Hurry," in a controlled but urgent tone of voice. Off balance and alarmed, the man hurriedly unlocks the passenger door. I slide into the seat and snap on my belt, and then glare fiercely out the front window at nothing in particular. Please take it nice and slow. I'll take over in the driver's seat after we've gained a little distance.
Okay. Sorry about all the McDonald's bags.
Thank you for your cooperation. Are there any leftovers? I'm very hungry.
I hope you like fish.
With quavering hands, the driver turns his key and starts the engine. The light van glides gingerly down the road like a child walking on thin ice, makes its way towards the highway where the streetlights are beginning to snap awake, and disappears into the hustle and bustle of the city.
Oh shit, there is bomb in here. What are the chances?
God damn it! Ichigaya.
Hey, Bob, Bob.
What the hell is my voice? I never remember it. Hey, Chief, aren't you hungry? Let's get something delivered. Hello, ma'am, are you asleep or what?
Oh, pipe down. I was trying to think. What is it?
I'm asking if you're hungry. Come on, let's order something.
I think not. Eating would only make us drowsy. I'll give you a break at 9, so tough it out a little longer.
No, hey, that's not for 45 minutes. I only had yogurt and a tuna sandwich for lunch.
That's what's going on with your breath.
You know?
I don't know, and I don't care. Suck it up.
You know, I like you more than that ugly, stupid guy, but you're rude too. It's easy for you to say, Chief. The client treated you to Italian after that visit to Makina in the hospital, right? So lucky.
Yes, the food of my people.
I passed on the meal. Haven't had anything but a little soba by the station myself. Spare me the whining. I wasn't gonna get Italian. It wasn't even real Italian. It was fucking Avanti's.
They have so many choices. What a waste. Wait, so you drove up to some neighborhood soba stall in that bright yellow sports car? Stood there slurping up noodles with that blinding blonde hair and expensive suit? Seems like it takes some courage in its own right.
Cut the idiotic chatter and focus on your job.
And with those big boob-shaped boobs? So you keep saying, but 9029, also known as Yuuji, hasn't made any conspicuous movements in these days. Whatever, you know? Maybe he's just hightailed it overseas or something, I don't know.
No, definitely not. The man doesn't give up that easily.
Okay, but Makina is in our hands right now. Now, right? Is she right now? What's 9029's final objective here?
I wouldn't be losing so much sleep if I knew that. Not to say that I don't have my suspicions. I would say 9029's general objective is most likely the permanent liberation of Makina.
Permanent liberation! Sorry, but what is that? What's that mean?
He's going to throw out all of her bras. It means exactly what it sounds like. He wants to establish a set of circumstances in which Makina can live out the rest of her life as she pleases.
What a
free from all
bastard.
obstruction and coercion. So selfish.
Yeah.
And how on earth is he planning to make that happen?
There are two plausible methods. Take Makina and run around for 3 years, or utterly destroy all those who pose a threat to her.
Wait, how's he supposed to take her anywhere? The girl's in our custody now. And more importantly, she's in a coma.
Well, we call it a coma.
A what?
That's the
Is
actual
that the word?
Yes.
Oh no.
wrong. But she has been waking up in the night, and we don't have anyone posted to guard the hospital either. It wouldn't be impossible to take her out if he wanted to. If he happened to be listening to this conversation, it'd be pretty easy for him to go in the side door or like hide in a laundry chute.
Why don't we have any guys posted then?
I was too tired. Well, the client didn't ask for any, you know.
It was all bloated from the Italian food.
That's actually didn't have it.
Shit.
That's not much of a reason.
I doubt they particularly care if she's carried off. It would be easier to arrange a convincing accident outside of the hospital after all.
Lovely. I really shouldn't have asked. But doesn't that mean 9029 is kind of a dead end here?
Were you even listening to me? I said there are two methods, didn't I?
But the other one's stupid. But we're kind of talking about the Irisu clan here. You know, they're not going to just run out of people and send after him, no matter how many he takes out.
No matter how enormous an organization may be, it always has a weak point.
The Irisu's weak point. I'm drawing a blank.
An organization is a living thing, and generally speaking, you can kill any living creature by crushing its head.
So if you're talking about the Irisu clan's core, or head, the brain, so to speak.
It'd have to be Irasukioka. I'd say it's safe to assume 9029 will be looking to assassinate her.
Well, isn't he going to the hospital every day?
At night? Yeah, but the mom's probably not there.
Oh, right.
Why would she stick around?
Well, she was in the hospital.
She was there
Yeah.
when Jables was there.
That's incredibly serious. If you had that much figured out, why aren't we taking action right now?
I don't know, I'm tired. Are you really doing your job over there? We've had 4-digit agents guarding Irasukioka at a distance for the last 2 weeks.
Seriously?
Man, you're not you when you're hungry. Why don't you grab a Snickers? Look up our
You won't let me have one!
look up our deployments on the computer if you don't believe me.
Oh, it's true. 2 4-digits and 2 3-digits and 3 4-digits.
Math!
What?
Quite the broad sweet mint.
That's not an expression. I nearly just let that one go, but I think it probably meant royal treatment.
No, I'm hungry. Japanese, big hard.
I mean,
Yes?
yeah. We're talking about Yuuji here. Look, you're 2/3 Japanese.
Well, I'm 1/3 African, so there.
Math. What part of Africa? Inoshima?
That does not sound like an African name. You have a problem with Inoshima? I'll kick your butt.
Let me take a rain check on that one. What's the status of our defenses at Irisu Global Headquarters? Any abnormalities?
Right. At the moment, everything appears to be normal. All the multi-story structures in the area are clear as well.
There's no guarantee 9029 will always choose sniping as his method.
The 5th floor, probably.
Are they checking everyone going into that building?
We've received a complaint in regards to that. Actually, we're requiring an in-card type entry permit to get inside, and the subcontractors who come and go are really kicking up a fuss. Really, they are, actually. Wait, what?
What is it?
I don't know. Can you understand anything I'm saying? I'm quite exasperated all the time. The team assigned to check the visitors is one of ours.
Ah, yes. Seems there was a lot of back and forth going on upstairs, and now Sakura Damon's second mobile unit's in charge of the check-ins. Apparently, we've even set up a temporary joint investigation headquarters. There's a lot of sex going on in there.
What a giant pain in the rear.
You talk about butts a lot.
How do we get that foisted on us?
The situation's dragged on too long for us to be worrying about putting out our own fires. Unfortunately, our internal affairs director and our public safety chief were classmates as students. And they kinda got a will they won't they kind of thing going on. And it's really interesting to watch. And absolutely despise each other. Right now they're in the won't they section. One of them said they were on a break.
Yeah, I've heard the rumors about that one. Isn't our safety chief married to an ex-girlfriend of our IA director? I really hope this doesn't turn into a pissing contest.
Well, you're not into that? We're in the wrong route then. Too many cooks cock up the sweetmeats, as they say. Japanese is such a funny language.
I only 2/3 understand that. This isn't a laughing matter. What are we going to do if 9/29 really does kill Irisu Hikioka?
I don't know. Go get Italian? Just
Can
to
I
be
come?
no. Just to be on the safe side, I've planned out something for that scenario as well. Tell me though, which do you think works better? A dastardly terrorist from the north or a dastardly terrorist from the east?
I don't know. Our entire dynamic seems to be I say something and then you contrarian it. So, whatever one I think it is, I'll choose the opposite. I'm gonna go west. Are you planning to cover up 9029's crime?
It was south.
Damn it!
Well, if you'd like to bring the Irisu a gift basket and say please accept my sincere apologies for our dog's inexcusable behavior, you can feel free.
Good lord, no.
Yeah, those baskets are expensive. And that's exactly why we're skipping meals to focus on our work, understand? Glue your face to that monitor and don't peel it off until I say you can.
I focus a lot better when I'm not hungry. Jeez! Yes, ma'am.
Oh, it's been 45 minutes. Let's get some food. Oh, at times like these, I can't help thinking, if only Asako were here.
There's a lot of other people monologues in this route.
Yeah, it's confusing. Put a fucking picture here or a name. If Asako were still alive, she'd probably talk Yuuji down in minutes. But then again, if Asako were still alive, it never would have come to this in the first place. Kazumi Yuuji can't kill people. The trauma of his childhood and the words of his mentor stay his hand. But taking Irisu Makina from him may have pulled out that safety pin for good. Honestly, you left behind one hell of a nasty little memento, Asako. Asako?
Good times. 10 minutes after forcibly commandeering the light van, I have the driver pull over and get out under the pretense of inspecting the vehicle, and then inform him it's being confiscated as evidence.
I'm confiscating this magazine, too.
I explain that I have no legal authority to silence him, but I'd be wisest to keep quiet and avoid possible conflicts with Ministry of Defense bylaws. When he nods, I promise the van will be returned in 2 days and hand him Jib's card. This, I clarify, is actually an automated line. Just call the number and then hang up without saying a word. And within 30 minutes, a nice sturdy car will come pick you up. The driver's face crumples in relief as he accepts it with something.
Sorry.
In any case, now I've got myself a suitable method of transportation. Hooray! Leaving the van I've borrowed at a parking deck connected to a movie theater. I buy a few plastic bottles of water at a convenience store, and then head down to the nearby subway station. Not that I'm actually planning on using a train this time. Making my way to the coin lockers inside the station, I retrieve my personal belongings and Makina's apple seedling, and then go to my knees and carefully water the plant. I haven't been wandering around aimlessly for the last 2 weeks.
I swear.
I've been moving around gathering information, looking for a way to break out of this dead-end situation quickly and decisively. There aren't many cards left in my hand, and among them only one stands out as an efficient and practical play. Even so, I've been conflicted. Still am. There's a part of me casting around desperately in search of the most peaceful possible solution, and a part of me hissing, "You know the quickest way to end this, so get moving." It's not really much of a debate. I'm probably just hesitating. The person Asako raised me to be, a person who chose not to kill, is making his last stand against the vicious thing that's been sealed away inside me since I was a child. Even now I can feel the balance slipping little by little with every passing minute. This agonizing won't last much longer. Yeah, there's only one way to wrap up everything neatly, isn't there? I take out the backpack I'd stowed with the seedling in my locker and retrieve the small gun stashed away in the bottom. It's a double action automatic. Woo! It takes 13 9mm bullets. Jib gave me the thing in a personal capacity for use as a concealed carry sidearm. But I found the quirkiness of the firing sequence hard to get used to. It's been sitting in the bottom of my backpack for a very long time.
I wonder if it even still works.
I unlock and open the case, and then take out the well-oiled body of the weapon.
Oh, it's hot.
Remove the double-column magazine and fill it with ammunition.
Ooh.
Returning the loaded mag to the stock, I pull the slide assembly back, push the first bullet firmly into the chamber, and release my grip in the squeeze cocker beneath the trigger guard. The firing pin returns to the safety position. Honestly, what am I supposed to do with this thing?
I'm so funny.
Still, I've got no choice but to menage.
Nicki Minaj.
Yvonette Niage. Slipping the small pistol in between my belt and waist, I return my backpack to the locker, and then get to my feet with the potted apple tree in my hands. But first, better go reinforce my resolve. Steps in front of a mirror. You can do this, Yuuji. You are a big, strong boy.
Walks into a brothel.
I make my way back into the subway station crowd, setting off with the seedling against the flow of businessmen on their way home. Was that a tree? A sapling? Grisaia sapling? About 1 hour later, I find Matsuzawa's psychiatrics still and quiet. It's already well past visiting hours. Goodness. As always, there aren't any guards or even observers posted in the area. My infiltration consists of slipping in easily through a ground-level emergency exit. I follow a hallway faintly illuminated by the neon glow of the sign above the door. An empty flight of stairs takes me to the 3rd floor, where I make my way towards a secluded private suite. At the very back of the 3rd floor, I glance at the nameplate, Irisu Makina, hanging horizontally across the final door, and then slide it quietly open with no hesitation whatsoever. Happy birthday!
Oh, you guys.
Hey, Makina, I'm back.
Hi.
No. This might be the last time I see you, so I brought you a new pair of socks. And I brought your plant today. And, well, okay, sorry, but I've made up my mind to kill your mother. Don't worry, I'll pull it off perfectly, and I'll set you free. Papa? What, were you awake? Hey, Papa. You brought me the apple tree? Yep, that I did. I've been watering it and everything. Hopefully not too much, because it will die. Plants are stupid.
Yeah, this is lame.
Thank goodness, I couldn't stop worrying about it. Makina, do you think you can make it out to the front of the station tomorrow evening? Well, let's see. Guess I can make it as long as I can get up. by tomorrow evening, everything should be over, so let's meet up and find ourselves someplace to live together. If Grandpa Joe can get out of bed after 25 years, then you can get up and make it.
And I've got an apple seedling.
Right. You don't like the idea?
Nuh-uh, that ain't it. But if I disappear, my little sister, Sarina's not gonna make it.
What are you talking about?
Okay, well, so, my little sister, her name is Sarina, and she's getting worse. She might die, and I guess they need my organs to save her.
We're the only two that are a match in this entire place. They're one of the most powerful families in the world. They can't find a different organ donor.
What the hell's with that? I see, so that's how it is. So that's what's been keeping her alive since they got their hands on her. The bastards! Don't worry, I'll wrap everything up nice and clean.
No, they took my kidney.
Just be waiting. Tomorrow at 1800 hours, in front of the station. I'll definitely come to pick you up.
I'll be the one on the magical Leoplaridon.
Yeah, gotcha. I'll be waiting, so make sure you come, alright?
Yeah, I promise. This sounds like something I'm not going to fulfill.
Okay, that's a promise.
Back asleep already, huh?
No, I just didn't know how to end the conversation.
I'm trying to just get you to leave.
Well, now that I've gone and made her a promise, guess I'll have to keep it. If I were to disappear, who'd keep this girl safe? Who's going to protect a girl whose own mother wants to kill her? I wanted to make her into a woman who could stand on her own 2 feet, even when I'm no longer there to support her, but there's no time. They've backed us into a corner. All I can do now is finish this as quickly and thoroughly as possible. I've sharpened my fangs and I've torn off my collar. Nothing left to do but charge at my enemy and rip out their throat. Or shoot them with a gun.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It might
Just go
work
with it.
a little better.
Changing into a plain workman's uniform from the back of my van, I head out onto the highway. The trip to Irisu Global Headquarters takes 40 uneventful minutes. I exit the highway a little early and quietly make my way to a local street that runs along the back of the Irisu headquarters. Within a few minutes, the service entrance comes into view ahead, marked only by a plain series of guide lights. As Sakura Damon's currently subjecting every vehicle to extensive security checks before letting it onto the ramp, there's a decent backlog of minivans and trucks lined up waiting to enter. I reach past the ACK vent to flip on my hazard lamps, pull one wheel up to the shoulder so traffic can pass, and queue up at the end of the line. A police officer who's been watching my approach promptly approaches. His boots slapping noisily against the pavement. He's carrying a binder and ballpoint pen in one hand with the other. He knocks lightly on my side window.
Oh god. Could you stop your engine, please?
Yeah. Even as a sulky frown flashes across my face, I obediently reach down and twist my key in the ignition. And then lower the driver's side window, grab the entry permit sitting on top of the dashboard, and present it to the officer. The officer accepts the paper, slips it into his binder, cranes his head a little to check my license plate number, and then begins scratching away at a form. This part's a gamble. A calculated gamble, but a gamble nonetheless. Sorry, I like to buy the scratchers. Over the last few weeks, I've been stealthily visiting the area around Irisu Hill at irregular moments, probing and observing the security. About a week ago, I realized that a mobile police unit had been placed in charge of inspecting all incoming deliveries. Until then, our people had been in charge, so I'd been forced to keep a wary distance. But I'm willing to bet some political wrangling about Ichigaya's earlier blunders resulted in the establishment of an extremely superficial joint investigation headquarters, with the cops taking over a few minor jobs like this. This sort of thing is always the brainchild of someone in Kasumigaseki, and often results in the cooperating agencies competing in an attempt to show off to said bureaucrat. And even at the best of times, Sakura Daman and my employer are on terrible terms, frequently neglecting to share even crucial information. Healthy rivalries and in-house competition are all well and good, but when things get out of hand, you just end up sabotaging each other. Very convenient now that I find myself on the other side. Look, I don't know what you guys are supposed to be looking out for here, but how long is this going to last? We're all busy people, you know.
Yeah, I'm aware. Just doing my job myself, alright? I'm sorry, but I have to ask for your patience and cooperation. And on that note, mind letting me have a look at your driver's license?
Oh no, this vehicle's stolen.
Oh, okay, well then go on.
Clicking my tongue in irritation, I rest my right hand on top of the wheel, and then lean my upper body over towards the passenger seat and open the glove compartment. Retrieving a light blue pass cast,
Multipass.
I take out a driver's license and hand it over. Of course, it's just one of the numerous cover ids my company prepared for me in the days when we were on better terms.
Okay, thanks. Could you remove your hat, please?
No, I'm bald.
Oh, I get it. Same here, brother.
The policeman checks the photograph on my license and then looks up to compare it with my own features.
Wait a second. You're an Aries. I knew it. I knew it.
Squinting irritably as he shines his flashlight in my eyes, I shove my face forward for examination.
Right. That's enough. Thank you very much.
This is a good picture. Or, you, whatever. Well, it should. It was taken 10 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
While carefully accepting the license back, I shoot a quick glance at my rearview mirror out of the corner of my eye. There's already quite a few new arrivals waiting behind my van for their own inspection. One or two of them have begun noisily revving up their engines as if to say, "Get a move on!"
Hear the cop to the guy behind you. He's like, so what are you doing here? I'm here to kill someone. All right, then. You have a good day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
hell?
yeah. Just a minute.
Grimacing at the noise, the policeman wedges the binder with my fake entry permit under his arm. And then bends down and pokes something that looks like a motorcycle rearview mirror beneath the vehicle, examining the undercarriage.
Oh, it's hot.
No, don't look there. Looks like the forgery of the permit went fairly well, at least. 4 days ago, I managed to approach one of the trucks lined up here waiting to enter the warehouse. After presenting one of my company ids, I asked if to see their permit, which I then quietly photographed with a digital camera.
Which I conveniently had at the bottom of my backpack, just like all the other things that I need to Deus Ex this.
Mm-hmm. Deus Ex Makina.
Ah, you already used that.
I know. Kind of. With
That's
those
the title, didn't you?
With those images as a base, I used a pick up in the net cafe in Shinokubo to mock up a falsified document. Sounds like a Pokemon. And printed it out in a neighborhood coffee shop.
It's a good thing the game told us that he did it at a net cafe in Shinokubo, because otherwise I would have wondered. It would have bothered me, and it would have ruined the entire route if I didn't know exactly what area of Japan he did it in. Because that's very important to the story.
You might have just thought he did it in some random Kinko's.
Exactly.
Printed it out in a neighborhood copy shop. Pretty half-assed job, but the cop doesn't seem to have any suspicions at the moment.
Okay, then. All right, if I take a look at your cargo. Well, I'm in a line, so the car's not going.
My car is go. Answering in the grouchy tone of a man who's having his time wasted, I reach to the side of my seat and yank up the lever that controls the van's hatchback. As the rear door swings upward with the soft hiss of extending dampers, the policeman sticks his head inside. Well, there's a bomb in here. Son of a bitch! Opening the lids of the cardboard boxes one after the other, he sticks a hand into the work uniforms packed inside, confirming that I'm not hiding anything suspicious inside.
You from a uniform company? No, I'm from a box company. The uniforms just come free.
Yep, that's right.
They're working you pretty late, huh?
Yeah, that's right. We're in the same boat there, right? Come on, please finish up already. It's going to be a real pain if you mess up all the merchandise like that.
Yeah, sorry for the hassle. I'm almost done.
Come on, ain't you done yet? Get a move on!
Shut your fucking mouth. Okay, I gotta go kill this guy real quick.
An angry shout from the driver of the next truck cuts through the air. Damn straight, let's get a move on here. Somebody from the company looks into that driver's license number. It's an instant game over, man. I'd really like to be inside before that happens.
Okay, that's all I need. Go ahead and move on to the ramp.
The officer quickly pushes a small stamp down twice onto the document in his binder, and then returns my forged entry permit. Narrowing one eye, I accept it with a curt nod. Thanks for my forged entry permit. Son of a...
Oh, shit. I was only supposed to stamp that once. We're going to have to start over. I'm going to need you to move to the back of the line.
This one's ruined. Right, thanks.
Okay, next. Move your vehicle forward, then stop your engine.
I think I have to start it first. Guess the public sector's not all sunshine, donuts, and fat pensions, huh?
I love Sunshine Donuts.
Muttering these sympathetic sentiments to no one in particular, I start the van's engine and then guide it smoothly onto the entrance ramp leading into the basement of Irisu down to the basement of Global Headquarters Irisu. Yay! Whew, we made it. Who are you?
Assistant?
Sawada? I don't remember who Sawada is.
Her assistant, right? Like, didn't she have like a butler?
Oh, the mother, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know who it was.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Butler.
Ma'am, do we have any idea how long these extraordinary security measures will continue? Numerous departments have informed us of delays in operations, and many of the suppliers are submitting complaints.
Well, I did ask them not to make too much of a fuss about this, but it seems two public agencies coexisting in the same building is somewhat problematic. They're all tiresomely enthusiastic.
This has been going on for a good 2 weeks now, ma'am. Should things continue like this for another 10 days or so, we're going to begin incurring fairly insignificant losses.
Yes, true, and I suppose my presence here is the cause. However, considering the situation with my daughter, I can't simply leave Japan at the moment. How very troublesome.
Perhaps the two of you could temporarily take a trip overseas.
I suppose so. It has gotten rather chaotic over here, so that might be for the best. Is Father's plane available?
Yes, we can arrange for a flight by 4 in the afternoon tomorrow.
I forgot to turn on my boob's headlights. In that case, please do so. I'll be taking both Makina and Sarina with me.
The lights are above her.
Yeah. So contact... My boobs are very pointy. So contact the relevant hospitals and inform my mother.
Certainly.
Oh, well, you rather pick out some vaguely appropriate gift for a sympathy visit to Mother.
Some sort of drapery, as always.
Just make sure they match the carpet. Yes, that's fine. And some chestnut manju bins from Suruya. That's important as well. And if you be so kind.
Why do we kind of sound the same? I seem to recall that your mother dislikes red bean paste. I believe there was a rather heated fight when you brought her mooncakes as a souvenir.
I'm sorry, is she your mom? I remember,
Yes.
of course.
Sister.
Mother can't stand chestnuts either. Why else would they be bringing them to her?
Of course, I'll have them prepared at once.
I would appreciate that.
Please excuse me so I can stop talking and get the hell out of here. Damn it. So tired.
Well, holy shit! About time you came back. Where the heck you been? Don't got all day here, you know.
Eek! What? Who are you?
You don't gotta freak out on me, miss. I'm just the delivery man. Got a package to drop off.
A delivery? Well, wait. How did you even get up here?
Huh? How the hell did you think? Said I had a package for the prez, and the lady at the reception desk said, well, go take it on upstairs then. It must be jam. Because jelly don't shake like that.
That can't be right. What reception told you that?
What do I care? Anywho, I'm here to deliver this to the prez.
Directly to the president?
Da.
What's inside the package?
Hell do I know? They just make me deliver the thing. Probably just one of them bomb coochies, or what have you.
Why a bomb? Would you mind if I looked inside?
Fine by me, but your own head be on it. Be it. What?
But on your head be...
Am I a poi right?
Yeah, I think he's like trying to do like...
He's doing an accent of some sort, but... Arching one eyebrow dubiously, Miss Sawada accepts the cardboard box and removes the lid.
Huh?
Inside are numerous springy snakes. Heavy-duty nylon ropes. And on top of these, there's a single scrap of paper. Don't make a sound or you're dead. Miss Sawayeda stares blankly at the words for a moment, her mouth hanging open slightly in bewilderment before raising her face questioningly to me.
That was a sound. Bang.
Yeah. What? Are you illiterate? Don't make a sound or you're gonna die. I pull out my handgun from the breast pocket of my work uniform, firmly depressing the squeeze cocker to ready the firing pin.
You squeezed the
Cocker! The squeeze cocker! I said not to make a sound. You don't have an accent! You're a liar! Thrusting the gun forward threateningly, I use my free hand to remove the cap on my head, spit out the tissue paper I'd stuffed in my cheeks. Miss Sawa's eyes go wide with shock. You're Kazami Yuuji! Ugh, I was taught to laugh off a woman's stupidity 3 times. But that was your last strike. The next time you make a sound, I am going to kill you. Apparently sensing something in my dark, sunken eyes, Miss Sawada bites firmly down on her lower lip and proceeds to glare angrily up at me in complete silence. That's a girl. I'm going to borrow this. Holding the gun steady in my right hand, I quickly reach out with my left and pull out a handkerchief that had been peeking out of the secretary's breast pocket. Give me an ah! But not really, because I'll shoot you. What's wrong? Open your mouth. Come on. Ah. Ah. Okay, whoa. You've got no idea how ridiculous you look. Good. Just a joke. Don't get angry. Keep your hands on top of the desk and don't go for the alarm button. I ball up the handkerchief and stuff it into Sawada's mouth, and then fix the gag in place with a nylon rope from the box. I am so turned on right now. Stand up. Slowly come out from behind the desk. Put your knees on the ground and hold out your hands behind you. That was a lot of instructions. Sorry, this might hurt a little, but tough it out. Miss Sawada seems to have decided that resistance would be pointless, as she obediently follows my instructions and waits quietly to be bound. Taking several more cords of nylon rope, I quickly tie her hands behind her back, link her ankles together, and finally connect the 2 bundles to immobilize her completely. That posture will probably get a little painful after a while. Why don't we lie you down?
Oh my god, just like my fan fiction.
Slipping my hands under Sawada's armpits, I
Hey,
gently
you're one of those.
lower her sideways onto the thick carpet. The secretary squirms around a little after being upended, but once you're on the ground in this position, it's impossible to get back up on your own power. Who? Exhaling quietly, I review every step in the process that brought me here, searching for any potential oversights.
Oh no, I did knock out the first guy. He's back and he just shot me.
Everything's gone pretty much exactly according to plan so far. Once I got inside, it was surprisingly smooth sailing. After following the ramp down to the delivery entrance at the very bottom of the tower, I hauled out the cardboard boxes from the back of my van and began to load them onto a large freight elevator.
Did he solid snake this and get into a box?
He might have. Then climbed a big ladder to get up here.
Yeah.
All well and good that I'd gotten this far, but now I had to come up with some kind of inconspicuous route upward. The final cardboard box in my arms, I was casually glancing in the direction of the emergency exit when I noticed another man in a uniform working nearby. The man loaded a few crates from the panel van he'd presumably driven down here, and then wheeled his pallet jack onto the elevator and slipped into the corner of the cage.
I think that's still him.
You not getting in? Taking the man's question as my cue, I followed him into the elevator and with almost disappointing ease found my rising to the 3rd floor warehouse. My new colleague took off his hat and offered a brief greeting to the manager, then wheeled his delivery off into the maze of shelves with the easy familiarity of a man in his own home. I imitated the man's slight bow towards the manager and then followed him into the depths of the warehouse with a nonchalant expression on my face.
Would have been easier if you just walk in with a ladder. People will let you in anywhere if you carry a ladder.
A little way inside, I stopped and took out a notebook from the pocket of my uniform, pretending to double-check where I needed to stow my packages. Soon enough, the other man finished his own delivery and headed back out. Instead of riding the freight elevator back down, the delivery man simply said, "Can you get the door, please?" He sounds a lot like me, actually. In response, the manager pressed a button to unlock a door leading to an external emergency staircase. The man nodded his thanks and slipped outside. Probably needed to go down a floor to get some documents signed. After briefly considering the matter, I decided to make use of the emergency stairs myself. A single sentence to the manager got me outside, but instead of heading downstairs, I climbed up to the 4th floor, where an inviting door offered access to an internal evacuation staircase. The problem was opening it. An emergency exit is only intended to open one way. For obvious reasons, they're designed not to be accessible from the outside. But I haven't spent years on the Ichigaya payroll for show. I was taught a method that can get you inside one of these with a bit of delicate fiddling. It's called a bomb.
It's called banging on it until someone walks by and opens it. And it's like, what the fuck's your problem? Sorry, I came out here to smoke and I need to let back in.
A little time consuming, but it almost always works. However, even if it was possible to unlock the door, I couldn't just swing the thing carelessly open. An emergency exit of this sort has an alarm device active by default. The instant it opens, an ear-splitting bell goes off, and building security will instantly be contacted. As a countermeasure, I used a classic trick, deceiving the alarm with a bit of aluminum foil. I took Makina's pack of grape-flavored Bubble King from my pocket, unwrapped one stick, and popped it into my mouth. Folding the wrapping paper into a flat sheet, I stuck the piece of gum onto it as an adhesive and fixed it over the alarm's sensor. After a few minutes of work on the door, I slipped quietly into the deserted evacuation staircase and without further difficulty made my way straight up to the 12th floor. Now it's just a matter of getting into the president's office. But, whoopsie! That was a bit sloppy. Now that I look carefully, there's a fingerprint scanner next to the heavy wooden door and back, with an looked screen displaying lock in red letters. Come to think of it, Miss Sawada's here. It had to unlock the door for me last time I visited. I should have had her open it before I tied her up. Now what? I glanced back at the secretary, lying on the ground with her body arched up, but back like a shrimp.
Hot.
Only her face pointing this way. I could always just chop off a finger, but that's a bit much. Your boyfriend would go limp with guilt every time you try a hand job, right?
No, he really likes Katawa Shoujo.
She's to the other hand. You can't have that. Pushing my gun into the belly of my work uniform, I haul Miss Sawada up off the thick rug.
What if she needs 2 hands? Not to say his dick is huge, but have you seen anime girl hands? They're fucking tiny.
Yeah. Alright.
Okay, well, what's going on here?
Pipe down. I'm just going to borrow your finger for a second. Don't make too much noise or I'll just snip one off with a pair of scissors on your desk. Lifting Sawada over my shoulder, I bring her to the door and guide the index finger of her right hand to the scanner. Okay, thanks. We're good now. Gently lowering the secretary back to the floor, I firmly grab the hold of the doorknob. Do or die time! Possibly both. Pardoname! Kazumi Yuuji, reporting in.
Huh?
You get, I don't work here, so that was a joke.
Who are you?
I'm here to kill you.
Oh.
Irisu Kyoka's eyes open wide with shock, a deep-fried okaki cracker freezing halfway to her mouth.
Can I have some of that?
I'm really hungry. I haven't eaten in like 24 hours. Snacking in the middle of the night? You're going to put on weight, you know.
Yeah, I weigh like 80 pounds, and 60 of that is my head.
I glance briefly at the corner of the ceiling. Their surveillance camera's activity light isn't on. I'm willing to bet Irisu Kyoka deliberately turned the thing off to keep her midnight snack private.
You! Why are you here?
Why are you here? How did you get in? Women always ask the same questions.
What are you putting in there?
I pull the small handgun out of my work uniform. My previous visit made it clear that further discussion is pointless. Today, I've come to eliminate you as a threat to Irisu Makina.
Eliminate? Look, just calm down for a minute.
Sorry, not interested. Talking just makes the trigger heavier. Oh, that sounded badass. I should have shot this woman dead the moment I saw her. I've already made this harder than it needed to be. Don't falter, Yuuji. Pull the trigger. Now. Before the momentum fades.
Karate chop.
Sensing my momentary hesitation, Kyoka leaps forward, aiming for the door behind me. Damn it! I should have known she would have been a doorjutsu master. As the woman tries to slip past my side, I swing my arm in a vicious arc, slamming the butt of my pistol into her temple. Her body jerks backwards, and I sweep her legs out from under her as she tumbles to the ground.
Sweep the leg.
Yeah.
Nothing personal, kid.
Did you just strike me? You can't hit a girl.
I did just say I was here to kill you. Yep, that I did. Tell me something. Did your parents ever hit you?
Never. I've never been hit by anyone in my life, much by my parents.
Figured as much. That explains a lot.
What about it? It just means I never made any mistakes worthy of a beating.
That is a delusion. An egotistical fantasy.
Since when is your hair all anime bad guy-ish?
Your parents guided you around every bump in the road, and when you tripped over your own feet, you found someone else to blame. You've lived your life in denial of your own shortcomings.
I can't help if I'm better than everybody.
I'm just a rich girl. Here, take some jam. You were chauffeured down a life of others set out for you. Never spanked, never frustrated.
Well, not by my parents.
Never knowing pain. That's why you turn into a woman who could sacrifice her own daughter without so much as a twinge of conscience.
You have really big breast pockets. What would a child like you know? What can you possibly understand about me?
Oh, I understand. My father was the same way. The old man was a waste of space who spent most of his life eating through his inheritance. When he screwed up or things took a bad turn, he'd take it out on the people around him. He knocked me around to forget his troubles. Thought every other person in the world was trash. Any living thing that he couldn't use to his advantage was worthless. Didn't even see us as human beings. Ooh. Pissed him off just to look at us.
Cool, nobody asked.
Ringing any bells?
Nothing but the proud low-life and inferiority complex.
Ow, God.
That
All right.
hurt. Words hurt. I'm here to kill you, but words can hurt people, and I'm going to think about that when I try to go to sleep tonight.
You've got the same disease. There's no curing it now. If I don't kill you, Makina will die.
Hold on. You're going to kill me for Makina's sake? Listen, that would be pointless. Even if you kill me, there are many others who want that girl dead.
That's not relevant. If anyone comes to kill her, I'll eliminate them one by one. As many times as it takes.
Fine, alright. Let's make a deal, shall we? Spare my life, and I'll make sure Makina comes to no harm.
Oh, sounds great and trustworthy. Let's
I know.
go.
If you'd like, why not marry Makina? I'm sure it'd make for a much lesser life than being used up and thrown away by that bizarre organization of yours.
Sounds nice. I've always dreamed about that sort of thing.
See? How about it? Let's do that.
There's just one problem, though. I'd rather die than become your son.
Wait a second, are you hitting on me?
You know, I thought long and hard before I came here. I was very close to certain, but I tried to convince myself there was the slightest chance you cared about Makina as a mother. I mean, come on. Having to settle things through killing, it's just too damn sad, isn't it? Now shut up so I can kill you.
Yes, of course. There's no need for that. Spare my life, and no one will have to die.
Listen to what I'm telling you. I thought long and hard, and this was the answer. I've reached my conclusion. My will isn't weak enough to be swayed by your words. That's enough. Just pull the damn trigger. Don't let emotion cloud your mind any further.
Do it.
Pull the trigger now, and everything will end. Let the hate flow through you. You won't have to fear the night any longer. Don't you remember what you came here to do? Why are you standing in this room, Kazumi Yuuji, with your cool bad guy anime hair? What are you to Makina? I know. I'm her father.
What? Who are you talking to?
Wait, no, that's fucked up, man. I promised the girl I'd become her father.
So you are hitting on me. Wait, what are you talking about? Please listen. Please stop this. Don't kill me. What did I ever do to you? It's not like I killed Makina. If I've done something wrong, then I'll apologize. Please, Forgive me. I'm begging you. I'll do anything.
You just get with her mom, and that's the end.
Exactly. That's the true ending.
What an awful face. But I've got the feeling I've seen it somewhere before. Where was it?
Hick, no more sob. Mom, you liar.
No, now I get it. She looks just like Makina. Well, wait, of course she does. They're parent and child, after all. It's only natural, right?
Hey, are you listening to
No.
me? Please.
Shut up. Oh!
So
Oh, that's an episode.
it is an episode.
We're gonna start here.
That's yeah. The next one's definitely gonna be the finale.
Do we marry her mom?
I guess we'll find out next time.